How's it going, everybody? This is Air and your captain here, bringing you Starter Deck Worst Generation One Piece card game starter number 2. We got Eustass, Captain Kidd. Oh shit! And we got Law, we got Hawkins, we got Capone, we got X-Drake, we got Captain Kidd, and Jewelry Bonnie. Those are not just for show, everybody. Those are actually what's in the structure deck, giving us a little sneak peek. And this video is good for anyone that is looking to pick up a green Captain Kidd starter deck. Oh god, I always hate these. Oh, hit my camera, but it's okay. We're gonna adjust it. There we go. We're not gonna edit that out because we don't know how to edit for shit. Alright, so your typical starter deck will have your game essentials, how to play, and everything. Oh wow, it ripped, but it's okay because on the back we have our playmat. Your life, your dawn, your cost area, your leader, your stage, your deck, your trash, and your character area. And the trash is very specific, so you know where to throw your useless waifus at. And now let's get into this thing. I'm kinda mad that this deck does not have it 2 parts, because in Japan they actually have the deck separated, half the deck on one side, half the deck on the other side, to fill up the whole space. But for us, and the thing is, in Japan they also have the plastic wrap to actually protect everything from all corners, just like in Yu-Gi-Oh structure decks. But this time they do not, which kind of sucks. But anywho, let's get into the deck. So your typical structure decks will have 10 Dawn. There we go. And your leader, Eustass, Captain Kidd, green, 5 life, 5k leader base. Now, his effect, active main, once per turn, pay 3 Dawn, rest them. You may trash 1 card from your hand, set this leader as active, and you get to attack again. So, what it means is, pay 3 active Dawn, rest them, pitch a card from your hand, and you get to attack again after your first swing. Very powerful leader, especially great in the late game. Alright, so we get one of those. We're going to put him off to the side. There he is. And we got Trafalgar. Or Trafalgar. Don't know how to say his name. I always suck at it. I always say Transfigure, but it's Trafalgar. But alright, so he's a 5 cost, 6k. He does have shield value of +1. On play, set one of your supernovas or heat pirates type rested characters with a cost of 5 or less as active. So it does work on himself. Once you swing, pay 5 active Dawn. We're gonna set these 5 active Dawn, pay that. When he hits on board, set him as active, and you get to swing again. Very powerful card. Very, very useful card. And we only get 2 of those. And next, we got Eustass, Captain Kidd, 7k, 7 cost. He's a blocker, and one of his effects is Dawn ×1. At the end of your turn, set this card as active. So what you do is pay him, pay the 7, On your next turn, say you block. On your opponent's turn, you protect him so he doesn't die. Your turn again, get your Dawn back. Attach one Dawn onto him. Attack. End of your turn, he stands back up just so he can block. Very, very powerful. And you only get 2. Some people still play them. Some people play them as 1. Some people play them as high as, and the max up to 4. Really depends on your playstyle. If you're going on a pure green build, you might want to run them or consider running them, depending how you want to build your green pure deck. You do only get 2, but 2 is what you might only need. And now, going with 4 3-cost 5k vanilla, your Veto, staple in every green structure deck. And then you get 2 Erogue, 2-cost 3k, times 1 Dawn. If you have 3 or more characters, this includes himself, he gets 2k power, so he's always swinging for 6k towards your opponent. Pretty good card. You only get 2 of those. And your next card is Capone Gang Beige. You get 4, your staple vanilla, your 1-cost 1k blocker. Not a vanilla, but he is a blocker. And your next card of 2 of is your Killer. 3-cost 3k on play. KO one of your opponent's rested characters with a 3-cost or less. So that character has to be rested. So that kind of actually might have cost me the game now that I realized. So we get 2 of those. And for our next card, we get 4 Kobe, 4-cost 6k. Your vanilla, he is a navy and he has 1k shield. You rarely ever play him, but maybe in the future you might start running him. But for now, he is a no-go character in the deck. Now for your next 4 ofs, and the card that you actually run in every green deck is Jewelry Bonnie. Her effect is active main, rest 1 Dawn. You may rest this card, look up to 5 cards of your deck, reveal 1 supernova type card and add it to your hand, then place the rest to the bottom of your deck in any order. So that's pretty good. And now for our next card is Scratchman Apu. Very, very great card. He's a 2k shield and you don't really need to know his effect, but we'll read it anyway. It's time 1 Dawn. When attacking, rest one of your opponent's Dawn cards. You rarely use his effect, but maybe in one scenario, in a way that you have the perfect board, your opponent is in the worst situation, and he just prays that you don't play Apu. But everything has to line up just for you to play this card. Other than that, he is just used for a 2k shield. Nothing more, nothing less. And now we get our 2 Basil Hawkins, 5-cost, 6k. Very powerful card. He is a supernova. Times 1 Dawn, once per turn, your turn only. If this character battles an opponent's character, set this card as active. So let's say your opponent blocks with a blocker. You get to attack Hawkins into it. Or let's say you attack your opponent's life, and he has like 1 life left. He'll block with Compone. Hawkins will have a new interaction, attacking Capone. Once that happens, Hawkins stands up again. for another swing. Whoa. Get these right here. There we go. So we only get 2 in the structure deck. Now let's move on to the rest of our cards. We got 2 cost, 4K vanilla, heat, 1K shield. And then our next card is Beepo, 1 cost, 3K vanilla. Don't really use him, just like your heat. And then we get 4 X-Drake, 4 cost, 5K, times 1 Dawn. Your turn. If this character is rested, your Supernovas or Navy type leaders / characters gain 1,000 power. Very great card. Some people actually still use him. Some don't, but it's really up to your playstyle. And then for our events, we get 1 Scalpel. Your leader or your character gains 2K power during this battle. Then set one of your Dawn as active. Not a lot of people play this anymore. It's pretty. We all know the reasons. There's better event cards out there for the green deck, so you don't need to be running this. But if you're only running 2 structure decks, maybe be running this at 4 or 3. Really up to you. But I will make a deck profile of 2 green structure decks if you really want me to. Just let me know in the comment sections below. Other than that, let's continue on to the other cards. We got our 2 cost counter event. Your leader or one of your characters gains 4K power during that battle. Then set one of your Dawn as active. Same thing as Scalpel. Pretty good. So if you have 3 Dawn active, guess what? You get to use Repel, then Scalpel. Heck, you can even do it with only 2 Dawn. You go with Repel, then Scalpel, and you'll still have 1 Dawn active. So you have 4 of these. And for the last cards, we do have Straw Sword. 2 cost. Not a counter event, but he is main. Rest one of your opponent's characters. And then he has a trigger ability. Play 1 Supernova with 2 costs or less from your hand. We also, I did not cover this, but Scalpel also has an ability like that, but this card's trigger's effect is set up 2 of your Dawn as active. Alright. So that is the green deck. If you're looking to build 4, if you're looking to build a pure green structure deck, you might need 2 Rogues, 2 Captain Kids, 2 more Laws to have a 4 of each. Other than that, everything else that's important, like your Jewelry Bonnie and your Capone, they are 4-ofs. Alright. But this deck is very, very simple. The best combo you can do in this game is actually having these cards set up, but you have to be in the right situation to actually pull this combo off. So you get your 1 Dawn onto X-Drake. Swing with X-Drake. And then everything else gets 1K power. If your opponent has a blocker, you touch 1 Dawn onto Basil. Swing at your opponent's life or character that's rested, so you can clear out the board. Your opponent blocks with Capone. He stands up. attack another unit on the board to get rid of their units for their next turn so they don't have any characters to attack with. And then what you want to do is pay 5, call Trafalgar Law, stand up Hawkins. Hawkins attacks again. Plus with that 1k power, he's already at 8k. And then you still have 3 Dawn left. Swing with your Captain Kidd. Pay the 3. And you get to stand him up again by pitching a card. And you get to swing again. For a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks. That is the best play in this green structure deck. One of the most powerful, most threatening combo you can do. But it's a hard combo to pull off. You just got to make sure your X-Drake stays alive long enough for you to play Trafalgar Law, and Basil Hawking has to be on board already established. So pretty much, if you're going second, turn 2, turn 3, because you will be at turn 2, you'll be at 4, you play X-Drake. Turn 5 or turn 3, Hawkins. And then turn 4, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. Turn 2 for X-Drake. Turn 3 for Basil Hawkins. Turn 4 to keep these guys alive with your Capones or jewelry bounties that you'll be trying to search to keep this card alive, especially Hawkins. And then in turn 5, boom, Trafalgar Law hits the board and you go ham. But other than that, if you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comment section below. But if you aren't subscribed yet, come join the crew by hitting that subscribe button. Let's build this awesome crew up by you joining me, mates. Because we are going to be searching for One Piece. The Treasure Cup is coming soon in February. One Piece Treasure Cup tournament. I'm excited. I'm looking for crewmates. You're looking for a captain. I'm your captain right here. Other than that, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you're new to One Piece, let me know what deck you're going to be picking up. I'm very interested. And if you want to see 2 green structure decks built, let me know in the comment section below. Other than that, thank you for watching. And I'll see you on the next structure deck opening or next One Piece content. Other than that, thank you for watching. And let's continue searching for One Piece.